What is next for the tech sector? Joining us to talk about this is M&A expert Frank Aquila, partner at Sullivan Cromwell. I should also point out Frank has worked on major deals, including Diageo's sale of Burger King and the Pillsbury General Mills merger. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Melissa.
So we were just talking about kind of the nuts and the bolts of this deal. What does HP get out of this?
I think you have to look at the broader picture. And as Dominic mentioned a minute ago, you're seeing some rapid changes in tech. I think the biggest thing is people are going away from laptops and desktops towards mobile devices, and that's really why HP had such a bid for 3PAR, because of cloud computing. And clearly what they're trying to do is to be on the security side as well. We saw Intel last month with McAfee, because as you go away from a traditional network and traditional devices, you're going to need security embedded really in every part of the system, and it's going to become much, much more valuable.
So there will be opportunity for other software firms that are specializing in security to be snapped up.
You would think that they would be targets. Now, they may not want to be sold. They may feel they can service a broad range, but it certainly makes sense for HP to have made this move.
Hey, Frank, it's Dominic here.
Hi, Dominic.
Really quickly, we've heard all about this burgeoning cash balance sheet in Silicon Valley, right? Lots of tech companies with a lot of cash. Is there a point, though? I mean, HP, 3PAR, Dell, they paid 3 times more than the closing price before the Dell deal got done. Is there a point at which it's just too expensive? There's too much to pay for a company?
Well, I think when you're talking about valuations like this, the real question is, are they getting the strategy right? And if they're getting the strategy right, the nominal price is less important. This is not like buying a factory. It's not like buying a traditional industrial company. What could you have bought Google for 10 years ago, and what's it worth today? It's if you've hit the strategy correctly and you're able to grow and expand that business, and it allows them to go away from their traditional core business of laptops and printers, then that's going to be a big score for them, I suspect.
How much of this is also the company trying to establish itself after a dramatic change in leadership?
It could be that, Melissa, and it's easy to sort of say, well, the whole Mark Hurd thing, and then they do all of this within the space of a month. I have to believe that everything they've done in the last month, 3PAR, the big share buyback, and now this transaction, I suspect they're in the works for many months to come. So I don't think this is something just as a reaction to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Frank, it's Dominic back again here. The question I have, and a lot of viewers probably have out there, is this idea, if HP is going to get out there and kind of make this strategy shift, is everyone else going to kind of follow suit? Is Dell then going to be forced to kind of do the same kind of deal for a storage maker and or a security firm down the line, and other hardware makers as well?
Well, let's remember that the 3PAR deal started with Dell making the bid. They made the deal for 3PAR, so clearly they must be looking at their other options. They have certainly the same strategic imperatives that HP does, and certainly we're there already.
Dom, thank you. Frank Aquila also, thanks so much for popping by again, a partner at Sullivan Cromwell. As always, pleasure. Thank you.